show you my fruit. I've got some lovely rhubarb, some raspberries, strawberries, a vanilla pod and some butter, a bit of orange for lightness and zing, clotted cream, and then I've got some sugar, nuts and flour for my crumble topping. The first thing I'm going to do, a little bit of butter into the pan, and I'm going to get the rhubarb in first because that takes slightly longer than the berries.
Could you use gooseberries instead of rhubarb?
You could use gooseberries, that'd be lovely. I mean, rhubarb crumble is a bit of a classic, isn't it, really?
Oh, yeah, fantastic.
But gooseberry would be delicious. So, because they take a little bit longer, I'm just going to give them 2 minutes and then I'm going to start on my berries. Now, this is a nice dish for using up, I think, I've got some slightly bruised strawberries. So, if they're not perfect for eating, they're really good for cooking. Now, just halve the large ones, but you can leave the smaller ones whole.
So what are you going to do, stew it all down together?
Just soften it slightly. Because it's going to go into the oven for half an hour anyway, I just want to get the juices running, really, get their flavours coming together. So in they go. Do you make a crumble?
I do. It's one of the favourites in the restaurant.
What's your favourite fruit filling?
I kind of like the fruit, the summer crumbles, I have to say.
Flat bean apples.
Yeah, but
that's nice.
it's just one of those things that just changes as the season goes on.
Okay, raspberries are going to go in now. Because these sort of fruits, we're talking about raspberries and strawberries and things, they're classically in a summer pudding. And I don't like summer pudding at all.
Yeah, only the English could make a lovely fruit dessert and encase it in bread.
It's just, exactly, there's just nothing, it's soggy bread, and there's just sort of no really niceness to it. Okay, so that's my fruit starting to soften, and I'm going to flavour it up now with vanilla pod. I'm going to split it down the middle. Now, I'm using a pod, but you know, a few drops of essence would be fine too. I'm just going to scrape the seeds out, in it goes. And then to get a little bit of moisture in, I'm going to use a little drop of orange blossom. It goes, and then I'm going to use the juice of my orange. Half that. You can smell the fruit coming up now, can't you?
Yeah, I'm not sure about the orange blossom.
Do you not think? I think orange and rhubarb's just lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, what, is it a little bit too girly for you, Matt?
Exactly. We've had a lot of that this week.
Here we go. And there are a couple of pips there, but I shan't worry about them. And then just a touch of sweetness, because a lot of the sweetness is going to come from the crumble topping itself. A little bit of caster sugar. Just going to give it maybe 3 or 4 minutes while I make the crumble topping. Nice. So the thing about a crumble, really, it's quite a nice dish when you present it, but in fact, the preparation is really minimal. It's about 5 minutes from start to finish, and just whack it in the oven. So, large bowl, flour, and this is really, really simple, because what I'm using is equal quantities, flour, sugar, nuts. So you can't really go wrong. I do like it, because one thing I don't like about a crumble, I don't know if you agree, it's when it's really dusty. You know, a dry, difficult. So I go a little bit overboard with the butter. So I'm using 100 grams of everything here. And I think it's easier if your butter is chilled.